the logistics of a Santa hat.
Uh-huh. And then now we can put it there. And now I feel more. Yes, there's a hat on a hat. Welcome back to Am I the Asshole? Anyways, it's Christmas time, baby.
Apparently, yeah,
yes.
That's a hat.
Yes, as of releasing this, we'll be 2 days. 2 days until, well, technically a day until old St. Nick starts jingle jangling across the world.
Starts flying around.
Yep. With his reindeer. Do you know all the reindeer names?
Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner and Blitzen, and do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the fucking
Randy the Yes. Hope the reindeer click clack on your rooftop as well. But that's not what today is about. No. Today's about subscribing
and liking and ding donging. Is
that how you want to put that?
Ding donging.
Is that how you want to put that? I'm giving you a chance to back away now.
Click the bell.
Thank you. Yeah. Subscribe, like, click the bell. We appreciate everybody who's been doing that. Thank you so much. You've been helping the channel grow. Let's keep it going. Let's blow this thing out the water, right?
Ding donging.
But today, Sam, we have a special treat for everybody because it is that season.
Christmas time is here. That was a weird note.
Christmas time is here, yes. And what better way to celebrate than some Christmas Am I the Asshole? So buckle up, get your milk and cookies. Let's dive in.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Damn. All right, you're up first.
I think I'm 3 in a row now. Well, because we had the one today.
We really need to just keep like a record.
Yeah, I should have edited that. Whatever.
Yeah.
We're too far deep into it now. So
yeah. Somebody go in our comments and like go watch all of the Am I the Assholes and see what the record is.
I think we also did
if you do that, we'll pin you.
We did a rock, paper, scissors on something else. I think it was on the first.
That doesn't count.
Okay, so just the Am I the Asshole.
Just the Am I the Asshole.
Gotcha.
So if you go back and see what our record is, we'll pin you. And give you a shout out.
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
Anyway, am I the asshole for storming out of Christmas lunch, being ungrateful for sister-in-law, cheapening out on my kids' Christmas gifts? Interesting.
Hang on. Storming out of Christmas lunch, being ungrateful for sister-in-law, cheapening out on kids' Christmas. Okay.
Yeah. So for the last 3 months leading up to Christmas, my sister-in-law has been communicating with her brother, my partner, about what her kids would like for Christmas and what ours would like. She's been very demanding that her teenagers don't need toys or any gifts and want cash so they can buy whatever they want. Okay, cool. I'm fine with this. Then I get calls from mother-in-law, sister-in-law, and my partner making not so subtle hints that they think I am the Jew of the family. Oh. Okay, and there better be a few 50s in there. I felt pressured by it all and basically coerced into giving her kids $200 each. Fuck that.
That's 3 kids. That's $600.
3 kids. Because her demands were very specific about what she wanted by the end of it all. Mind you, all this time I made little talk about what my kids wanted. It was mainly one-sided. My partner reassuring me it would be a two-way and the favor would be returned to our kids. Fast forward to Christmas. I don't even get a thank you. And she took the $600 in envelopes happily, and all my kids got from her each was a $20 Smiggle gift card. What the hell is Smiggle? We might need to look that up later.
Yeah.
I grabbed my kids and left the Christmas dinner. I know you're supposed to be grateful and all with whatever you get, but I worked for 3 months saving that money that I felt I had to give and I thought was excessive in return for a joke. My kids get bugger all while hers are spoiled and she pockets both ways. I already went off at my partner for pushing me to comply with that situation. Am I the asshole for being salty?
Absolutely not.
No, holy shit. Like at first I was like oh my God. That's
okay. That is wow.
First off, let me just mention the slur is not cool. Like,
no,
that is really not cool.
No,
like that's super fucked up. And I probably would even try to not go to that family's Christmas stuff in the future.
Yeah, no, fuck that nonsense.
And then, oh God, that's Yeah, I mean that's open and shut, not the asshole. I mean, like I don't know, like what we can talk about there is fuck them people.
I'm just like the trade off is fucking absurd. And how is your husband okay with that?
Yeah,
Your husband, like, how is your husband okay? Because your husband had to know. Your husband had to fucking know.
you would think,
especially after all that communication. How is your husband okay with y'all giving them $600 cash, and y'all got how many kids did they? Did they?
I don't think they ever mentioned.
So let's just assume that she has like 2 or 3 kids.
Yeah.
$40 to $60. What's Smiggle? Hang on.
Yeah, we need to look this up.
Smiggle.
Oh, it's a British thing. Kind of figure with the bugger all, but
That's fair. Yeah. For fun stationery.
I'm sorry, fun stationery.
Yeah.
So it's like bags,
It's everything.
and tech and toys. What fucking slinkies and but okay, so they got some shit there.
So yeah, but you only okay. But again, the the fucking trade off, dude. $600 for $40 to $60 in gift cards. I would never go back.
Mm-mm.
I would never go back.
No.
They can kick rocks, eat shit. I don't give a fuck.
Pound
I would
sand,
never go
all
back.
of it, bro. Like that's fuck those people. What everybody else agrees, by the way.
Yes, not the asshole.
What do other people say on this? Like I'm curious. I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna say yes the asshole to this, right?
They get $20 next year, and you need to stand up to your partner.
No, they don't get shit next year. What
Yeah,
do you
no,
fucking
fuck
mean?
them.
Like
Fuck
they
them.
might they get a crisp 5. Like,
Yeah, no, high five at that. Like that's it.
Yep. Merry Christmas, you little shit.
Yeah, and that's also fairly anti-Semitic, and very rude and entitled. Absolutely.
Fairly? No, that's just straight up anti-Semitic. That's not cool.
This right here, the Jew comment triggered me. Absolutely. That's if your in-laws are talking about you like that and your partner's not addressing it.
Yeah.
You need to have a different conversation with your partner.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be like, what the fuck is your deal? Like, not the asshole. Honestly, if this was me, I hadn't given them anything after the Jew comment, which was rude as fuck. That this would not fly with me. That'd be their last Christmas gift ever. Exactly.
Yeah. Although I should rewind a little bit and say we shouldn't punish the children for the effects of that.
But that's $600 you can spend on your kids.
That's $600. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of fucking money.
A lot of fucking money.
Well, you and to put in perspective here, you and I had $1,215, right, to spend on 3 families. Right? We had a hard time spending that much money.
Yeah.
We had to actually dig for. This was a charity event that we did. We had a hard time spending that much money on those kids because there was nothing else we could buy.
Yeah, we got to a point where we're just like, just start filling
just
the
start
cart.
throwing shit in.
Yeah.
like
600 is a lot.
600 is still a lot. If you think that's $200 per person, it's the same amount we spent for those kids in that charity event.
Yeah,
each, and we couldn't do it. We literally had to start finding random shit like that. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's move on.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking. Never go back.
Never.
That's what I'm saying. Never go back. Fuck them. Yeah. All right. Up next. God, dog. This is a big one. Okay. Am I the asshole for ruining my husband's Christmas? Well, let's find out. My female 29, husband, male 33, is the breadwinner, and I'm a stay-at-home mom. We used to both work, but due to medical problems, I couldn't keep working. As a result, I don't have what they call fun money or money to spend however I want. My husband gives me money only to spend on the house or the kids, but that's that. I might borrow money here and there to try to figure something out if I need essential stuff like hygiene products. Okay. This Christmas, my husband gave me $600 as my Christmas gift. I freaked out thinking I now have to get him a decent gift to match his. So I went shopping and got him the most affordable thing on his wish list, which was a $180 pair of sneakers with his favorite color. I didn't show him the gift until we visited his parents' house for Christmas. And when it was time for gift opening, he opened the gift, saw the sneakers, and looked extremely, extremely upset, like he was about to blow up. I asked what's up, and he asked why in the blue hell that I decided to waste money and get him sneakers, aka the cheapest gift on his wish list. I said it was all I could afford, and he literally lashed out and said, "Bullshit, I gave you $600. That's about the right price for a new gaming console." And it was right there at the top of my wish list.
Huh?
He said it in front of his parents. It was so awkward. I felt so horrible. I wanted to disappear, but I apologized and said I was sorry, but I had other stuff I needed to buy and money wasn't enough. He took it as I was blaming him for not giving me enough money and picked an argument with me about how wasteful and financially irresponsible I am. Otherwise, I wouldn't be struggling with money for long. I disagreed and said I don't have a salary due to medical issues, not being irresponsible. Also told him he could get the gaming console himself since he has money, but he got all dramatic and ranted about how he wouldn't because then he'll be judged for getting anything for himself. His parents tried to get involved, but he straight up told me how disappointed he was and said that I ruined his Christmas, and then went upstairs and avoided talking to me till we got back and the whole argument restarted. He kept repeating that he was disappointed and that I ruined Christmas for him, saying, "Good job screwing up," even after I pointed out how rude it was of him to react like that in front of his parents. He's wanting an apology at the moment and still upset about what I did. Am I the asshole? I'm going to read these edits as well.
Well, the bottom edit's just grammar edits.
Yeah. Edit. For the record, he used to own an Xbox, but it got broken like 3 years ago and he didn't want to get himself a new one, saying that there are more important things to focus on. I get why he was disappointed, but I argued with him about the kids' gifts as well, since that matters too. Also, I brought gifts for family members, or bought rather gifts for family members. So I'm not sure if I was right to do that, knowing money is tight. My mother-in-law got an expensive gift from him, and so did the rest of the family. Hold on. I want to back up for a second. It's the first line of the second paragraph. This Christmas, my husband gave me $600 as my Christmas gift.
Yeah. That's your Christmas gift.
So what I'm hearing here is he gave her $600 as a gift. Why is it $600? That's two stories in a row, $600.
Yeah,
Did you do that on purpose?
No, I didn't read. Like I clicked the like I said, I just read
that's
the headline,
weird,
and that's it.
Expecting her to spend that money
on him. Well, she technically did. She took a portion of it and spent that.
Yeah, but the Christmas gift
is for them.
It's
not
for
him.
her.
Yeah.
And he's throwing a tantrum
because he got $180 sneakers, by the way.
I don't even spend that much on my shoes.
Like, I don't like buying shoes, like at all. But anyway, this dude's a certified asshole. OP is not. Because I can't see it, like, unless there's maybe like a misunderstanding and he gave that to her saying, "Hey, buy me and the kids Christmas gifts." But it sounds like it's pretty straight up like, "Hey, this is your Christmas gift. Do with it what you want." And he has to know her financial situation, right? They're married. They have kids. I can't see a way where he's not just a fucking dick in this scenario.
Yeah, there are times when we read these stories that I feel like there's missing context.
Yeah.
I don't feel like there's a lot of missing context here.
I mean, I'm trying to play devil's advocate because that's what I always do.
Yeah.
But like, I can't really see where the other side of this is.
I think so I agree with you. I think there's either a miscommunication that he gave her the $600 saying, "Hey, this is for Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
Spend wisely." But even then, I'm thinking of the price of new consoles are anywhere from what, $400 to $600
typically. Yeah. Unless you get like a Series S, maybe. But
yeah.
like, that's $3.
Yeah.
Think,
but you're sitting there looking at spending all that money on one gift.
For him. Yeah. And then getting upset on the very expensive thing that she got for him.
Yeah.
Like $180 is a lot of money.
When homeboy just got $180 sneakers.
Yeah.
Like
that.
Like that dude's ungrateful.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'd say if she.
This is one of those times. This is one of those times where I'd be speaking to a counselor about some shit.
Y'all need to talk because like there's definitely some pent up something with them.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go ahead and say now, based on the context we have, especially because he decided to continue the argument later on as well.
Yeah.
OP is not the asshole.
Definitely not the asshole.
I agree with you. Mm-hmm. You have to know the medical situation. You have to know why there's no active salary.
Yeah. Not to mention she's a stay-at-home mom too, which that's like 3 full-time jobs by itself. So like, you know, dude's definitely an asshole. The OP is not. And go and say everybody agrees.
Yeah. I kind of want to know. So there is one thing I want to know context to is at the very beginning here. As a result, I don't have what they call fun money or money to spend however I want. My husband gives me money only to spend on the house or the kids, but that's that. I might borrow money here and there or try to figure something out if I needed essential stuff like hygiene products. So what it sounds like to me is, and I have to play devil's advocate here. Is it as it sounds or is there something missing? Yeah. Because what it sounds to me like is you are essentially like his property.
Yeah.
You're just there to be a body in the household to take care of the kids and make sure the house is clean and have a warm cooked meal when he comes home.
Yeah.
And, and clean his feet and give him a beer when, fucking SmackDown's on and shit. Like,
yeah.
But I have to play devil's advocate. I feel like there's something missing. Like, even I might have to borrow money for essential hygiene products. If dude knows he's paying for the household, he knows he has to pay for everyone who lives in there.
Yeah, which hygiene products are definitely included in
that. like lady parts body wash or tampons and pads or what have you. Like whatever it may be that a lady needs. Because let's just face it, ladies need more hygiene products than guys do.
Definitely,
guys gonna know what's needed, especially on a month-to-month basis. And you're having to borrow money.
Yeah, that's fucked.
I feel like at the beginning there's some stuff missing, but the rest of the story here,
definitely not the asshole.
Not the asshole. Yeah. And let's see what everyone else says here. Not the asshole. Your husband is abusing you. This is literally financial abuse. You deserve money to spend on yourself. Doesn't matter if you don't make a salary. You still do work keeping house. Not only that, but yelling at you like that at all, but especially in front of people is also abusive. Please look into getting a disability or unemployment and get away from him. Honestly, I have to agree with that.
I mean, maybe not necessarily like try to talk first, try to go to a counselor.
Yeah, that part. Yeah. No, I meant the financial abuse part at the beginning. Like, yes, no, I agree with the counselor part. Let's see. Let me just do this.
There better not be a single fucking person that says yes, the asshole in this. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely not. I'm also the breadwinner of my family, and if I gave my significant other money as a gift, that would be her money. If she didn't spend a penny on me, I wouldn't be upset because it was her money. I also tell my significant other to pick whatever she wants for me for Christmas and take it directly out of the checking account, which she also has full access to, whatever she wants or needs it. You're 100% not the asshole in the situation. I'm sorry you're going through that. Also, if the $180 sneakers is wasteful spending, then a $600 game console is definitely not what I would consider a cheap, not wasteful.
Actually, a great point there. Yeah,
valid point. Valid.
OP responded to that. Actually, I completely agree. I agree completely, and I thought this is what he wanted. Like he told me to pamper myself and spend the money however I want because it's his gift for me. Like I said, I wanted to get him something I can afford from the list, and a console would have taken all the money.
Mm-hmm.
So, jeez.
Yeah.
Hey everyone! If you're enjoying the show, make sure to subscribe or follow depending on the site that you're on. And make sure to drop a like on the video. If you have any lousy ideas for the show, feel free to email them to us at thelousypodcast@gmail.com or join the Discord by using the link in the description. Back to the show.
Not the asshole, lady. Your husband is financially and emotionally abusing you, so you don't think we're all overreacting. Here's some information on financial and emotional abuse. Yeah. Yep. I mean, this is pretty open close on that.
It's got to be. Like, if anybody says yes, the asshole, they're also assholes.
I'm just going to do the. I'm actually, hang on. Let me go back here real quick. Let me go. Come on. How far did I fucking go? There we go. All right, let's do this. Close. Okay, close. 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 Yeah, I'm not seeing any.
Yeah.
I'm going to safely guess. Not the asshole all the way across down the board.
Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah, we're good.
Yikes. That's crazy.
That's nuts.
All right.
Let's see what happens next. Holy shit.
Christmas time.
Right?
Am I the asshole for not wanting to split every other Christmas with my in-laws? Context. My 31 female husband, 32 male, and I have been together 10 years. We have a 1-year-old boy. We currently live about 30 minutes away from his family and 2 hours away from my family. Before hello was born. Oh, I guess the little one. Oh yeah, little one. Okay. Little one was born. My husband and I would spend Christmas apart. Last year, when little one was 3 months old, we spent Christmas Eve at my in-laws' house and then drove up to my parents' house that night to spend Christmas Day with them. This year, my husband wants to spend Christmas with his family instead. I want to do the same thing we did last year. He thinks it's only fair that we switch which family gets Christmas Day every year. My thought process behind my family always getting Christmas Day is how close we live to his family. My mother-in-law comes over once a week to watch my son. We're over at his parents' house several times a month. We go out to dinner regularly, etc. My parents see my son once a month when they drive to see us. We never drive up to see them. It's only fair to me that they get Christmas Day as my in-laws get regular visits due to proximity. Literally, the last time we were at my parents' house was last Christmas. My husband thinks switching off every year is fair, but I think when you take the situation as a whole, it makes more sense for my family to have Christmas Day as we don't see them as often. Am I the asshole here?
No.
I think that's fair. I think that's a fair request, honestly.
I think so. This is for once. If context serves its purpose here,
yeah,
I think we can actually have probably what feels like the very first time. What you all have is good. Communication.
I have nightmares.
I
about
love
this.
watching the pain go through.
I legit have nightmares about this.
I'm moist.
I'm going to therapy for. No, I'm just kidding.
Anyways,
he just keeps bringing it up, and I don't know why.
But they communicate well. Like they've at least talked this out. But there's nothing wrong with wanting to switch off. Wait, I'm confused here. Am I the asshole for not wanting to split every other Christmas with my in-laws?
So the thing is, the OP's parents live far away.
Yeah, 2 hours away.
Their partners
30
parents
minutes.
live 30
right
minutes.
down the road.
Yeah, just right down the road. They are always
to us in Austin. That's right down the road.
Well, I mean, and then we grew up in the middle of nowhere, Virginia, so you had to go 30 minutes anywhere to do anything.
True.
So that's close. 2 hours. It's not undoable, but that's a long drive. Like for doing it regularly, I should say. So they're always together. Their thing right now is spending Christmas Day with her family 2 hours away. They spend Christmas Eve over here. The husband wants to switch Christmas Day off every year.
Okay, yeah, stick with what I said. I stick with what I said. There's nothing wrong with splitting it. Because here's why. Here's why. At this point, it comes down to two things. It comes down to what that little one gets to spend Christmas, because Christmas memories to kids are much more important. We were talking about this earlier, kind of how as adults, the Christmas spirit is there, but it's not like it's as magical as it was when we were kids.
Yeah.
Where the little one gets to spend Christmas, right? And how often you get to see your in-laws. Okay, I get that. But the thing is this, you're still spending time with your in-laws.
Yeah.
Or with your family, I should say. You're still spending time with your family. There's nothing wrong with splitting where you go like that. Like, yes, I understand that you don't see your family ever so often, but you made that choice to move 2 hours away. You made the conscious effort. Like, we have to take this at face value. You made the conscious effort to move 2 hours away with your partner.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You could have made the conscious effort when y'all got together to stay in that realm or stay in between the two if you really wanted to be that important. You made the conscious effort. There's nothing wrong with you going up, seeing your family on Christmas Eve, and then driving down for Christmas Eve night, staying with the in-laws, right?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Split it off every year. Every year you get to change it up. Like, why is this? Why are we?
No, so because I think from what I'm reading on this is there's going to be every other Christmas they're not going to see in-laws, like the ones 2 hours away.
No, they're seeing them on Christmas Eve.
No.
Yes.
They go to Christmas Eve.
We spent Christmas Eve at my in-laws' house.
Yeah. So
right. And then drove up to my parents' house that night to spend the Christmas day with them. This year, my husband wants to spend Christmas with his family instead. So what I'm reading that is at Christmas Eve, they would go up and see them. And then Christmas Day, they're spending with his family. So they're reversing it. So she would be seeing. So I want to do the same thing we did last year. He thinks it's only fair that we switch which family gets Christmas Day. So they're flipping it. So last year they saw his family at Christmas Eve. That night drove up, woke up Christmas morning, Christmas tree, Santa cookies, whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Christmas Day with her family, right? This year, he wants to flip it. He wants to go see her family Christmas Eve and then make that drive down and wake up at his family's house Christmas Day.
I think there needs to be some clarification because we're reading our own versions of this.
Yes.
And so like we don't know specifically which one it is.
Yeah.
If it's that, then yeah, that's fair. I'm totally fine with that. It sounded like husband's trying to have alternate Christmases every year. So like not switching and going Christmas Eve one place and switching the other. I feel like it's complicated and it hurts my brain.
I will say this. I will say if it is the situation in like I was saying where they just switch it every year, and you're fighting against that, you're an asshole.
Yeah,
because I don't care if I don't care if his family is only 30 minutes away here. The problem that's coming up is the fact that you still made the conscious decision to move where you moved, and live where you lived. If your family moved away, that was their decision. Yeah. If his family moved closer, that was their decision. It doesn't fucking matter.
And I guess there's nothing stopping the in-laws to come in too, potentially, you know?
Well, not even to mention the fact that they make the drive already.
Yeah.
It's not like it's any different.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess like my thoughts on Christmas is like, thankfully my in-laws, they celebrate Christmas Eve. They don't do Christmas Day really. Like the Christmas is on the 24th for them.
Yes.
And so like that leaves Christmas Day free for us to do, you know, either come and hang out with you or like, you know, when my parents were still here, you know, go and hang out with them. So like we had dedicated days. And so that made things way easier.
I'm just now realizing how crazy it was that they moved away at the same time we moved here and it still worked out perfect for Christmas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's kind of wild.
Yep. But, so yeah, I think there's a little clarification that's needed here. So yeah, in that situation that you're bringing up, I would say asshole.
OP's the asshole.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say it's an asshole. Like it's just, you know, I wouldn't agree with it.
Asshole's a strong term, but in this situation, asshole's the only term we have.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess so everybody else is posting asshole.
Yes.
Let's read because I need some context here.
I'm curious what the comments say here. You're the asshole. However, the simple solution for this is to have Christmas at your house. Didn't think about that.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you have kids, like you should have Christmas at your own house and have the in-laws come over. Like,
don't get me started there.
Well, all right. So in an ideal world, that's what should happen.
The grandparents can all come to you starting now.
Yeah.
That's fair. That is very fair. Let's see. Not an asshole. Wow. Okay. It's just a difference of opinion, but I personally agree with your husband. While your in-laws get to see your son more often, a holiday is a different ballpark, especially when it's a holiday as big as Christmas. I disagree. Like Christmas is important at all, but like, see, like if family is at the top of that list, which clearly it sounds like it is for both of them.
Yeah.
You got to figure out a way to make it even. And I agree. Have Christmas at your place.
Yeah.
Tell everybody to come there. Like that I think that's probably the best solution possible. You're the asshole. His way is fair. His parents want to share Christmas with the grandchild too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you put it in that context, yeah.
You're the asshole. Christmas is Christmas. It's not any old regular day. If you feel you don't see your family enough at their house, make an effort to go see them instead of hijacking one of the bigger holidays. He is right that swapping every year is fair. In that vein, yes.
Yeah.
I agree. Swapping is fair.
Yep.
Fair solution. per waffle dynamics up there.
Yeah. Everybody come there.
Everybody come there. You know, and that's, before I go on my tangent, I'm going to leave it there because I could definitely say something here, but I'm not going to.
Yeah. We also, growing up for me, we never spent Christmas at grandparents' house. Like, there would be a Christmas get together, sometimes either a little before or a little after, with like extended family, you know, uncles, aunts, you know, all the fun stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
But so Christmas Day was for your private family, I guess you could say, you know, not so much the extended family. So I guess I have a little bit of confusion there, but anyway, we can go on this forever. It's fair to swap Christmas, I think, is what we're saying here.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Next. All right. This one's for our religious folks out there.
Uh-oh.
Am I the asshole for not going to church on Christmas with the family?
With my family.
With my family. Sorry for the formatting. I just got in a nice little argument with my parents, and now I'm writing this in bed on the phone. I, 23 male, grew up in a very Catholic family and went to church every Sunday until I left for college. I always had a somewhat detached relationship with the church, even though my parents required me to be involved with the church in several different ways: altar boy, church band, so on and so forth. My parents put me in Catholic school, and in 1 year, I was bullied to the point that I told my mom I was dropping out of school unless she moved me to another school. That started my realization that church wasn't as holy as it claimed to be, and I began to struggle with the whole idea of the church and how I fit in. After that and a few other things, I pretty much went through the motions and did everything my parents asked, but nothing more until I was 18. During college, I realized how miserable I felt about the church and stopped going to church, praying, anything religious altogether, and have honestly felt great about it. Recently, I've started to explore my spirituality again, and I haven't figured it all out, but I do know I really don't have any desire to go back to Catholicism. All right. The issue is, every time I come home for the holidays, I have a staunchly Catholic family waiting for me who expect me to go to church with them several times on and around Christmas. It's a miserable experience for me going through the motions again and again, and I feel like a huge hypocrite doing all these things I don't agree with or believe in. My family is aware I don't go to church anymore, but still they have every expectation that I'm going to go with them anyways, because you should do it because it would make your grandma, mom, dad happy if you did. I finally tried to put my foot down tonight and say I don't want to go tomorrow for Christmas Mass, and I was pretty soundly shit on by my family for it. My parents couldn't believe that I can't give up an hour of my day to make my grandma and them happy on Christmas Day. And I know they have a point. It's only an hour-ish of my time, but I still just don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to let my family down, but I also just don't want to put on the show anymore. So Reddit, am I the asshole for not going to church with my family on Christmas? No.
Absolutely not. I mean, that's an easy one.
As someone who, I have a Bible verse on my wrist, as someone who has been openly Christian for a very long time, I am not someone to shove my religion down someone's throat, and that's exactly what's happening right here.
Yeah.
People like that are not true representation of the faith. I'm not going to go on some religious, scriptural journey with you all here. That is not what this show is about. I'm not going to sit here and pound into you all my faith, my beliefs. There's times where I still even have questions about my own faith and beliefs because of how people act.
Yeah.
But here's the truth of the matter. In this situation, OP, you are not an asshole. Those individuals are not a representation of the church, and they should absolutely think about their actions before they go pounding into their own kid about how going to do or missing Sunday Mass or church Christmas Mass is such a horrible thing.
Yeah.
You know how you feel. Simple as that. You know how you feel. Put your foot down. You're a grown adult. End of story.
Yeah.
You make your own choices. You make your own decisions. That's like you and I. I've been firm in my faith for a long time. I don't know what your relationship is with your religion, but I'm not going to sit here and pound you down for it if you don't go do something I want to do because of it.
Very true.
End of story. It's not that fucking hard. Like I'm trying not to get heated.
Yeah.
But when religion like this happens and people like act like this, that's not a proper.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, there's a lot of traditionalists out there that, really and so like People have to realize people are going to make their own decisions. If you don't like it, fucking tough. Like, that's about it. There's there's nothing really more to say on that, because it's a tale as old as time, really, on this one. So yeah, if you don't want to go, don't go.
Yep.
And then if they're getting mad about it, they need to chill the fuck out.
It's a fucking line of like, you're gonna make your grandma not happy. Yeah. Well, grandma can fucking kick rocks. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, and honestly, so like a quick little story for me. Like, so as far as my religion, I don't have one. I'm not a religious person at all. My grandma was Southern Baptist, so she was very religious. Yeah,
right there with Catholicism, man.
Mm-hmm. However, she had the respect. Like, of course, she preferred me to be religious. And the only funny story that I have on that is there's one day we went to go visit her, and I was wearing a Lamb of God shirt, which is not a religious thing. It is a metal band that is very not religious. And she did not know what that was, but she thought it was something religious. And she was just tapping me like, good. And so I never told her that that's not what that was. But she never, like, I would go to some of her functions to try to support her, but like, and that's just because, like, it was out of respect more than anything. Mm-hmm. I don't mind taking that time, but if I didn't want to, she wouldn't have berated me about it either, so like, which is surprising, honestly, for a Southern Baptist.
You know what I would love to do, and this just sparked this. If ever I can get in touch with, like, well, I know I can get in touch with, I can make a phone call. If ever we decide to have a guest on the show, I would love to have my old drummer Cecil.
Yeah.
So for anybody who doesn't know, I used to play in a very, very Christian metal band, a metalcore band. I would love to actually have that conversation and just talk about like the polar differences between, or like the like what it looks like on the inside versus what it looks like on the outside. Because I think a lot of times a lot of people don't have that understanding. Like when you hear something like this, it's very much like that at times, where those families are going to be like, no, you're going to do what we want because of God. And that's not
right.
That's not cool. That's not, like, you will lose your family very quickly that way.
Unfortunately. Everybody agrees.
Not the asshole.
Not the asshole. I mean, let's see what everybody else is saying. I mean, I don't think.
Yeah, not an asshole. Just talk with your parents and explain the situation. I mean this respectfully. No. Like, this is not going to be that easy.
Yeah. Well, and then they go on to say, of course it will still hurt them, but religion is about accepting each other. If they can't accept their own child, they aren't good Christians.
I'm trying to think of how Catholics believe, because I know, like, Catholics are on the more radical side.
Well, they're very much about practicing. Like, I guess you could say, like, it's, for example, standard, like, if you're talking about the difference between Christianity and Catholicism is very much like going through the motions, going to mass, going, like, making sure that you're regularly praying and all this other stuff. Whereas Christianity can be, at least on the slightly more loose terms of, like, you believe, you follow the faith, and then you're good, so, what I really like is the comment to that is a quote, religion is about accepting each other. Is that new? When did that start?
True.
Yeah.
Not an asshole. It's important to them. And sometimes we do things that suck because it matters more to someone else, but distancing yourself from the church is important to you. And it's not just simple boredom or disinterest that makes you want to skip it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you're a grown up and you get to decide your life, but I don't think they're assholes for wanting you there. I don't think that they're assholes for wanting you there. I think they're assholes for how they went about getting you there.
Yeah. And for just being shitty about you not going. Yeah. Like, that's.
Truth be told, this is open close for me. Yeah. Like,
that's why we responded so quickly.
Yeah. I know I could easily go on a tangent down the religion path, but I do, like, it, of course, barring if you're okay with it, I would love to have a podcast episode of that, or just sit and talk about it. Cause like, not even trying to like berate the faith, but just looking at what the inside looks like versus what the outside looks like. Cause I think a lot of people would be surprised, especially like, and I'll say this very briefly. I have one very distinct, like, canon event memory in my mind of a lot of people automatically assume just because you put the label of Christian on something that everyone's in the Christian faith is going to accept them. Yeah. And that's not the case. No. I distinctly remember a show that we drove hours to go play. We headlined the show and the pastor of that church, like, for all the way up until the week prior, canceled the show because he didn't believe metal could be Christian music.
Yeah.
and like that story, I'll gladly tell that one day.
Oh,
but
there's
like
so many stories. Yeah.
that story alone, like you would be surprised at how many people. There's a lot of up and downs, a lot of like question marks within like what's accepted and what's not. So that'd be a lot of fun to do. But that is not for today. We are done.
We are
with today's Christmas episode of the Am I the Assholes.
You're German all of a sudden?
Yes, da.
That's Russian.
I'm like Santa Claus going around the world. We hope you all enjoyed it. We hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. May you not be an asshole like them. May you have a fantastic holiday.
Yep.
I know we'll be celebrating
right here,
having fun.
Yep.
I'll be cooking on Christmas. I'm excited for.
I am too.
Yep. So it's gonna be a good time, but we hope you all have an amazing holiday. Of course, normal schedule. So because Christmas falls on a Monday, we'll have our podcast episode up for you all on Tuesday. Tune in for that as well. But until then, hit the subscribe button behind me. Watch a video YouTube recommends, and we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.